I've made mention a couple of times that Gideon was threshing wheat in a wine press. And I want to talk about that for just a minute. And you may already know this, but he was doing that to thresh wheat on a threshing floor where it should happen. You take the wheat and you beat the wheat, and it's up high, and the wind blows away the chaff, right? And that's what Psalm 1, right? I found my way back there real fast, didn't I? And Psalm 1 says, this is Psalm 1:4, not so the wicked, the disobedient that are living without God are not like the tree, but they are like the chaff, worthless, dead, without substance, which the wind drives away. So the threshing floor for wheat is elevated and it's open so that when the wheat is beaten, the chaff is blown away. What is worthless is not there, and the wheat, that which is good, remains. The wine press is very, very different. The wine press is down below. It's enclosed because, and you would stomp the grapes in a vat, right? And that was to keep, the fermentation process and all that kind of stuff. I don't know in depth about that, but it was not open, and it was very enclosed. So think about the difficulty of separating the wheat and the chaff in a wine press. And that's why, that wasn't where he was supposed to do that. Sometimes we make our lives more difficult because we do the right thing in the wrong places. But Israel was fearful of Midian because up in the threshing floor, the wheat threshing floor, Midian could see the Israelites. So if they could see that Israel had wheat, they were going to come take it. And that's why, they were impoverished because of the Midianites. Whenever they had sown their seed, the Midianites and the Amalekites and people from the east came up against them. They would encamp against them and destroy their crops. For they came up with their cattle, their tents, and they came like locusts so that their camels could not be counted, and they wasted the land. And so, again, trusting in the strength of our enemy over doing what we're supposed to do, where we're supposed to do it, it makes our lives a little more difficult. But it's just background information to help understand why did they put that detail in the account of Gideon, that he was threshing wheat in a wine press. That wasn't what it was made for, wasn't where he was supposed to do it. And the reason is because of the Midianites. They did not want to be seen threshing the wheat. And so the Lord finds him, though, comes right to him in that wine press. And he doesn't call him, hey, scared, hey, disobedient, hey, anything other than, hail, mighty man of valor. Gideon's looking around like, I'm sorry, me? And so he says, if the Lord is with us, why has this befallen us? And where are all of his wondrous works? Now I think this is key. Now I think this is an interesting point. He says, where are all of his wondrous works of which our fathers told us, saying, did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? But now the Lord has forsaken us and given us into the hand of Midian. And the Lord turned to him and said, go in this your might, and you shall save Israel from the hand of Midian. Have I not sent you? Go in this your might. And that's what it says in the King James translation too. What in the world could the Lord be talking about? I mean, Gideon has just said, I'm sorry. If God is with us, why has all of this happened to us? Where is God and his wondrous works that our fathers told us that he delivered us out of the hand of Egypt? But now he's forsaken us. Where is this might that the Lord called out of Gideon? We'll talk about that tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.